Welcome back, everybody, to episode 36 of the Midnight Suns Analytics Run. This is going to be a side mission, a general mission, led by Blade, and you're going to be impressed by how fast this video is, although you may have already seen that at the bottom of the screen. This is one of the faster missions that I have done, and you'll see that we use some really clever play. For example, that Blessing of the Vishanti gives a ton more damage to all of our cards, which allows me to use Savage to knock out this this specialist in one move. And so, like, it's just really, and I think it's kind of unfair that I'm going to get shield shocked here, because that shot up front should have taken out the shield, right? But that being said, I'll accept the tiny bit of damage that the shield shock did. I guess there's probably a way around that, but the move and shove knocked damage into that guy and then knocked him into the truck. We're going to be able to knock out that truck real soon. Well, this is still turn 1, and the truck is already down to 35 health. The Vortex move, pretty incredible. Ooh, we might be able to get a interrogate in. The real question is, can we manage to get out of this without taking any direct damage from any of the bad guys? Turns out no. We did have to let them have one turn, but can we finish this in 2 turns, which is achievement worthy? I think I might have already earned that achievement, but 2 turns for a general mission is an achievement, so let's see if we can pull that off here. Although we do have an interrogate, and that can be useful for another achievement that we need to get. So we don't need to delay the truck. We're going to knock it out on this turn. Agamotto's Gaze is brilliant because it brings back 2 attacks that we had previously used, and Gale Force is a good quick attack. Knocking them into the officer is a really valuable move because it knocks down the health of the officer and allows us to use something like the vault in the middle of the room to be able to hit the officer. Look at this move. So the Vortex is going to knock out all 3 of the guys and knock one of them back into the officer. That's potentially the most powerful move of the round. We got a crushing blow coming in from Storm onto the... Man, Storm is just absolutely OP in this fight against this truck. There goes the truck. It's not going anywhere. Now we got to finish them off. All we have to do is move into position and vault onto this officer. He's the only one left. Okay, so at this moment I could have given Storm the final hit. I thought it would have been pretty cool, but I hadn't really used Dr. Strange for anything offensive during this fight, so I thought it was worth it to give him a little bit of something. And there it is, the achievement. So we managed to knock these guys out in 2 rounds, which gave us the 2-round general achievement. And that was an easy 3 stars, and we're done. That's the end of the fight. So now on to the analytics. So that was a pretty easy fight. That Savage attack by Blade was easily the best move of the round. It admittedly was benefited by being immediately after playing Blessing of the Vishanti. So that's good card play by me. I still give the credit to Savage for being a really cool play. Blade was the most successful member of the team, although it was obvious that Storm should have some right to claim that. She caused way more damage and had 7 KOs. The officer got 1 attack in, and the commando got 1 attack in, but neither were really valuable. 20 as an average score is a really quite low score. Savage was a great card, though, really successfully used. Vortex was used to knock out 3 dudes at once, and one of them being knocked back into the officer. I mean... It's hard to downplay how valuable knocking out that specialist was in 1 turn. But at the same time, the Vortex knocked out 3 dudes and limited the health of the officer. I mean, this is should be a lot closer than it looks here. So look at that. After this 1 fight, Storm has moved up into number 2 as far as our Midnight Suns team members. And we don't have Blade or Dr. Strange on this list, so Storm is looking really solid. Every move that she makes is a high power card. Great job by Storm. And on our top cards, Savage has now moved into the top 10. So I think it'd be cool if I go forward and change the way we do these analytics to include like things that are new or have moved on the list. So maybe I'll do that in the near future. But in the meantime, thank you for stopping by and seeing episode 36. It's a nice short one, and we'll see you next time back at the Abbey.